All right, I'm gonna.
Just starting off, I want to hear from you. We were just talking with your teammate Will earlier about that moment where you kind of spoke up to your teammates. I think one of the coaches said like stood on a table, so to speak. But just tell us about that in-game moment and
Yeah.
what you said.
I just felt like we had to all just come together and like, you know, after every player, every time or whatever we get off the field, everybody's like in their own little pods. So I just feel like as a unit, I should speak and like just tell everyone like, just keep doing what we're doing, just trust each other and just play for each other. And that was just the main message that I said.
How naturally did that come to you? Do that? Was it how
Yeah.
instinctive was it? Was it something
Yeah.
you think in that time? At some point, if we're not going well, I've got to do something.
Yeah, definitely these upcoming weeks and just dealing with adversity that was during that 4-game losing streak, I kind of took in the role of like becoming a leader to help our team and just, yeah, it came naturally in a sense. Just the reps I have and the trust that I have for my teammates, I feel like they respect me enough so I can speak up and be that leader.
How did it feel when you did that? I would imagine it's like cutting through something and you're onto something new and different. Now you're gonna have to do it a lot because you sort of establish that voice.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I felt good. I felt good. Like just knowing that they respected me, like they understood, they took what I said and they applied it on the field. So it felt good. It felt great.
And then just on that really quick, I mean, it sounds like it's something that you kind of felt emboldened to do, but were there, assistant coaches or older, maybe better teammates along the way that were kind of encouraging you to speak up more and embrace that?
I feel like talking to the older guys, figuring out like the respect they have for me. I didn't really know. I knew, but it's like it's good to hear it. You know what I'm saying? To hear it from someone older than you. Me being a 19-year-old true sophomore, it's good to hear like a 4-year, 5-year guy tell me that they trust me like with everything, as far as like the defense and everything, so like that. So just getting those remarks from them and just having that trust that they gave me.
Who were some of those older guys, if you don't mind?
A lot of the D linemen, Kevin Hester, Daz Evans, Cameron Rucker, all the older D lineman guys, and just some of the back end guys as well too.
Amare, were you pissed?
I
mean, let's ask some real questions here.
Yeah, I mean you could say that. You could say I was pissed, but it was more like just felt like we had more, more in the tank, more that we could give out and like distribute out and play harder and keep playing how we do in practice. So yeah.
And what did you say essentially? You don't.
It was like blurry, but it was just more like let's pick this up. Like we gotta focus. We gotta focus. We gotta keep playing. Games aren't over. Like we just gotta keep playing every play, everything you got. Just play for each other. Just keep going. Just like
Gosh darn it.
yeah, pretty much.
To go off of, obviously what you're talking about of, increasing the, vocal leadership and stepping into that. Jeff Collins was saying the other day that you're wearing the green dot helmet now, the mic helmet and things like that. What has that transition been like, wearing it in game and understanding you and how it kind of alternated in practice, but in games, what's that adjustment been like for you?
It's great. Like just getting the call early so I can get the D lineman. Like once I get the D lineman the call, then I go to the back end. It's just like everything runs smooth. Like just getting the call, getting to them, getting to the back end, so we can all play. We can all get lined up quicker, see formations, and start thinking about whatever plays they're gonna run.
And then obviously you guys think about, Cedric Gray, before and things like that, but just kind of thinking back to, when he was on the team, he was doing some of the stuff that you're kind of starting to do with the vocal leadership and even having the, or directing the defense, so to speak. Just like, how much do you kind of harken back to, the things that you learned from him and just the memories that you had when playing with him?
Yeah, definitely watching Seth a lot during adversity when we were losing games, or maybe if we haven't played the best game defensively, just him stepping up and everybody listens to him. Like everybody respects him. Everybody understood when Cedric was talking and when he had to speak up and say something, everybody listened and took what he had to say. So definitely remember that.
Are you still in touch with Sally? Do you guys text?
Yeah, I'll be texting him every other day. Sometimes slide up on his Instagram posts and stuff like that, being funny. But yeah, I talk to Seth often.
Yeah. Any I want to specific, if you don't mind sharing, messages, maybe something he sent you that has really resonated this season.
Yeah, one of the things that resonated is after our first game, he had put me and Power in the group chat. He had texted us good game, that was a good dub. So just knowing that he's watching, he's always watching us, watching our games. That was a good little message from him.
What would it mean for this group with all that you've been? I mean, it's been a long season. It feels like, my God. all that you all have been through, and obviously there's 3 more games left to become bowl eligible, what do you think that would mean for this group? How rewarding do you think it would be?
Yeah, it would mean a lot. It would show resilience and toughness and just our ability to finish games, like finish the season. Like around here, we haven't finished so well, so this month is a big month for us, and it shows that we can turn the narrative of losing 4 games and win 6 straight. So it'll be a great narrative to just show like our backbone of our team.
Yeah.
I may have missed it, but when was the first game that you were wearing the green dot?
The first game that I wore the green dot was, I think Minnesota had a green dot. Was it? I think.
Have you had it every game in the regular season? Or?
No, I had it a couple games and then we had switched off.
Okay, that's
then,
right.
yeah.
I remember you had it with Minnesota now,
Yeah.
and then you didn't have it for a few. When did you get it back? How many games in a row have you had it?
I had it since maybe after the pig game.
Okay.
I think. I'm not sure. Yeah, I feel like I've had it a lot during practice. So.
You talked about the theme of just, finishing, and I know Will was saying that, it felt like you guys were talking about it all spring, all summer, things like that. I mean, if you had to guess, like, how many times the coaches have just emphasized finishing the season well, like, what would you put that number at?
A lot, definitely, especially with how we've been finishing the last 2 seasons. They've been putting a big emphasis on it, just finishing every play. But it starts with practice. Like, it starts with finishing in practice so it can translate to the game. So, yeah, workouts all summer, all spring, it's been a big emphasis.
What's the challenge with the challenges that you see with Wake on film?
Yeah.
Obviously, the offense is a little different with the slow dash and stuff.
Yeah.
But what are some of the things that stand out that you are going to have to identify and try to stop?
I feel like gap discipline is the biggest thing. They run slow mesh, so guys can't get too nosy and jump out of their gaps or want to peek because it's just one person peeks, then he could get out for a big gain. So just overall gap discipline from our whole team, from our D-line, to the linebackers, to the back end, just eye discipline. Just being patient because plays are going to come, so we just got to stay patient.
Going back to, I guess, it was October 12th, right? The last home game here. If you look at just the team as a whole, or just the defense, where do you guys think you've grown the most?
Yeah. I feel like we've grown in just our individual discipline within the plays. Just like attention to detail in our plays, just doing what we have to do, specifically our job, rather than not worrying about other people's job. Like once everybody does their job to the highest ability that they can, everything else works out. So.
Have you had to call guys out on that, the roles, discipline, things like that?
Yeah, I wouldn't say call guys out. It's more like just reminding them, in a sense, just like stay tight in that gap, like fit that gap, go do that. You know what I'm saying? Just re-emphasizing their job. Yeah.
Will was just talking about Coach Collins doing push-ups, practice, candy bars, cookie cakes, and stuff like that. What is your candy bar of choice? And do you eat yours now, or do you save them till after the year like he does?
Nah, I eat mine. I like the Reese's cups. I usually eat them when I get them. And after the Minnesota game, I got a forced fumble. So like, if you get a turnover, you get like a cookie cake from Insomnia. So yeah, that was fun.
Do you get to choose what kind of cookie cake, or is it pretty
Nah,
standard?
it's like M&M and chocolate chip. It's like a big cake. Like it's big. So.
And the candy bars are king size, right?
Yeah, they're king size. Yeah.
That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Do you guys share the cookie cake? Or do they?
Yeah, some guys, the D linemen, they probably don't share it much, but some of the skill guys will break off a couple pieces.
Do they cut it up and fold it, just eat it at one time, like 5 pieces slept on top? Or
It's a big. You could really just break pieces off like wherever.
I can see Travis kind of just
like
5 pieces just at one time, right?
Yeah.
What's it like watching him do the push-ups? Do you guys count the push-ups?
It was fun. I was messing with him. He was like, I was like 1, 2, 3, 3. I was messing with him today, but it was fun to see him. It was fun to see him.
Will said he looked gassed.
He got a good pump. He probably not gonna lift.
Right. So he goes into it thinking he can handle it, but he comes out, he's a middle-aged man, so he can't handle it.
Yeah, he got burnt out.
Did you see him sprinting down the sideline during Jabari's pick 6 at UVA?
Nah, I was running to go block the lineman, then I just got up and just saw J5 was gone. So I saw everybody running at the end though.
He said he thought he was sprinting down the sideline, then he watched the replay and said,
He
"Oh
was
God."
Amare, with the type of season that you're having, and you have a lot of college eligibility left, I'm gonna put on the spot here with this question. I mean, do you have other teams reaching out to you, or are they reaching out to somebody like a high school coach, anything like that? Like, you know,
No.
if you want some more money, we can pay you some more money, that type of thing?
No, sir. No teams have reached out to me. I just been getting reached out as far as like agents, that type of thing. But like, no teams have reached out to me. So.
Yeah, boy, I know that.
Well, it's a relevant question.
All right. Thanks, Mark.
Thank you.